Hello, and welcome to our channel. Today, I'm going to share with you the secrets of being silently attractive. Habit number 1, practice active listening. Nothing is more attractive than someone who genuinely listens and engages in conversations. Show interest in others and watch how effortlessly you draw people towards you. Next, we have the power of eye contact. Locking eyes with someone communicates confidence and connection. Master this subtle art and you'll leave a lasting impression wherever you go. Moving on to habit number 3, the magic of a genuine smile. A smile is contagious and instantly makes you more approachable. Let your smile light up the room and watch how it elevates your charisma. But being silently attractive isn't just about how you interact with others. It's also about how you carry yourself. Habit 4, practice good posture. Standing tall exudes confidence and signals to the world that you are sure of yourself. As we delve deeper into the realm of silent attraction, habit number 5 is all about exuding positivity. People are drawn to those who radiate positivity and optimism. Cultivate a sunny disposition and watch as your social circle expands effortlessly. We're halfway there. Habit number 6, embrace your individuality. Authenticity is magnetic, so don't be afraid to let your unique personality shine. Celebrate what makes you different, and you'll find yourself attracting like-minded individuals in no time. The 7th habit on our list is all about kindness. Small acts of kindness go a long way in showing your true character. From holding the door for someone to lending a listening ear, kindness never goes unnoticed. Now let's talk about the power of silence. Habit number 8. Learn to embrace moments of silence in conversations. It shows that you are comfortable with yourself and allows others the space to share their thoughts. But being silently attractive isn't just about your outward behavior. Habit number 9 is all about self-care. Taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally not only boosts your confidence, but also amplifies your allure to others. It's time to focus on habit number 10, dressing with intention. Your style is a reflection of your personality, so dress in a way that makes you feel confident and comfortable. Your wardrobe can be a powerful tool in enhancing your silent charm. As we near the end of our journey towards silent attractiveness, habit 11 is all about being present. Engage fully in your interactions and show genuine interest in the world around you. Being present not only makes you more attractive, but also enriches your relationships. Habit 12. Cultivate a sense of humor. Laughter is infectious and breaks down barriers effortlessly. A good sense of humor can lighten any situation and make you instantly more likable. Now let's discuss the importance of gratitude. Habit 13. Practice gratitude daily. Expressing gratitude not only fosters a positive mindset, but also makes you more appreciative of the world around you. Grateful individuals exude a warmth that is hard to resist. Finally, we've reached habit 14. Be true to yourself. Authenticity is the cornerstone of silent attractiveness. Embrace who you are, flaws and all, and watch as your genuine nature draws people towards you like a magnet. And there you have it, 14 socially attractive habits that will make you silently irresistible. Incorporate these habits into your daily life and watch as your presence leaves a lasting impact wherever you go. Thank you for joining me on this journey towards silent attractiveness. Remember, the true beauty lies in the subtle nuances of your being. Stay authentic, stay charming, and stay silently attractive. Until next time.